underpaid, my up. Yeah, man. My up, I notice my up little early, you know, because I blaze, you know. I want to listen this good. I play the voice note yesterday. I play yesterday voice note. More you hear what the Prime Minister said yesterday. Then I play the Finance Minister and the local government minister. And I want to put back that together and ask if it make any sense. Them people in here have a scrape. Yeah? For scrape. The man, Andrew, come tell me the reason why Jamaica not run neither. You know. Him just tell me, say, the reason why no work, when not get no work, when vote in cheap government. When voting more get. That him say, you know. Literally say it. So I play it and make on hear it, then I play it back again, and then I play something with them. And I know. You know, people, you see, you know, Jamaica people never wake up. They have to think the work. They have to think. I appeal to the police, them Jamaica Constable Force. Stop going on mother on a brother on a sister ticket and them thing now put money in a them politician pocket. Stop it. When you stop it, man, have a heart, man. Yeah? I don't know, because you still forget to pay, you know. We not doing a pressure people. I don't know, only for make slave master are using, like, the runaways, some backward master, a pressure on one people. For nothing at all. The one them up there with them use up there, the big boys them, and the police them when them see they call them the police, you know. The whole of them up at top forget fired. Go home if you investigate them and somebody enough of them for go to prison. Yeah. Because them are the political assignment. Them are the police. Them are the police. Yeah? Hear this one yourself. And then I play something and then I play something. Listen where the Prime Minister of Jamaica said. And listen keenly. 2014, we see him put up a thing and I say, parliamentarian to take a cut. By the way, we used to take a couple percentage pay cut when them came into office. You remember that, don't it? I want to say for years, and them know a political fallout, but them have to do it. Nigel Clark say, out of the pandemic, how much money them have. But dead man, like Nigel Clark, but dead man, did I tell you, say, through the pandemic, them never have the money, them couldn't find the money to do a local government. But I want to say, it's abundant of money. And them use the majority and push to cancel the local government. Now, play it and remind you know. Now, I want to say, when you have opposition, this and them have this majority. In a good no Senate, you know, them just push through on that pass. That never for gonna Senate, if that count down. So you have something with the House too, where opposition can't even stop them. So them are do reckless thing. This and I'm want to the world government, even Andrew himself, Kanjo. By my account, when I tell say them have a big mandate and them have to use it responsible. Him not use it responsible. Listen this. Yeah.
These are, I shouldn't even be talking about this because this is internal, simple housekeeping things.
Simple.
But these are the realities that go into ensuring that you have effective representation. And every government is afraid to touch it because if you touch it, people say you don't deserve it. Why we should pay you more and the country not running well? The country not running well. But because of that very reason, you have chosen to have an underpaid political class. How much they deliver?
So the year for the sense so the country now run well. Why when the pan down none I say the country run well? But yesterday them chicken, you hear what I'm saying? We not underpay them. That's why the country now run well. Right now them have remember you know we have our dollar a second to we have the worst dollar in the Caribbean, second to we don't the name. Where them find island there? Guyana. See? And the man I tell you it's a country like this now run well because you not pay them. That's why the country now run well. But yesterday him come out and say the country run well. Eh? And him I'm arrogant with it too. Never play it back. Never play it right out. But you have to listen to words and words, you know. And words. Listen words.
These are, I shouldn't even be talking about this because this is internal, simple housekeeping things.
Simple.
But These are the realities that go into ensuring that you have effective representation. And every government...
You never tell the people them that. So the pocket lining. And they see them have how much things already. That to show us how money them have for them. Never in there for run the country. Eh? When just gear up put word and look on the country, say Sri Lanka this. Eh? Him say every and what them do, let me tell you something. Film kind of style and dirty thinking bug life. What them do, them play a thing where them say, them blame, when them in opposition, them blame the government for everything. When them in a government, them blame, them say you have draw political score political point. Them fi go away. Only if make them use them stink this year, are going on the head. When you not study them long time, they're 40 years, 50 years ahead of them. Them use the same kind of thing in a reverse. You know, see them full of shit. Them full of shit. You can't have people so lie, cunning, evil to poor people. And when them want to vote, them come tell us them come from the poor. You hear this? The country not running well because they're not paying the government well. Not play politics well, politician well. And them admit it not running well. But them come and tell you, we spend the most this and that, and station are not fixed, money gone. And them have the elite. You know, it's a dictatorship around. I want to let in this guy. I want to vote for this. Not joke at you know. Right now, there are thousands of people who are run with unbelievable. Yeah, man. Yeah.
And is afraid to touch it because if you touch it, people say you don't deserve it. Why we should pay you more and the country not running well? The country not running well. But because of that very reason.
Because the very reason.
You have chosen to have an underpaid political class. How must they deliver?
That was an issue with him. You chose to have an underpaid police staff, nurses, teacher, and everything. All them deliver. Them people agree. Them forget them to go to prison, you know. Enough of them to go to prison. Just go check everything where them have. The people them have everything where them need and more. Them are going to just come for the voter for just keep them there. You know, but them not mean the voter them no good. This, him could have come talk to me. From this come out of film mouth right away. You don't have no more chance. You crab them. By the way, crab, you go your yard every day and flying back every day and enough money for helicopter. Enough. Can you leave somebody about that Hanover or some of this, right? In St. James, right? Yeah. And think that so him fly go home every day. And come back every evening. And come back a morning time. Okay. Okay, you know, stay at home. You go on yard. Enough money that, yeah, Jamaica, them are drain the country. Yeah? All right. Go and play this.
It's what you choose. So when you go to the bar and you start to talk about how we're going to get our politicians to be more effective by giving them more resources to be effective for which you can hold them to account.
By giving them, and you are giving them give themselves, you know. Yeah? So when you go back, start to talk, you give them more resources so you can hold them to account. When you don't have no resources. You hear this? Make a go and play it.
It is not going to happen by chance that they're going to be held account. I have to hold them to account. So when I call up the parliamentarians and I say, why are you not at committee meetings? And then they tell me all of this. Boss, we don't have no room to meet.
Them can't tell you that. Because you have free Prado, you have thief gas, you do all kind of things. Nobody can tell you that. You're in a this that fly in your pocket. Nobody now get too much million. Some other people them have to go up and down and them now get nothing. But all them attack a donkey shit. Straight. Eh? So this you call Prime Minister. This year. Eh? This year I love our country. When them come and drop out per way. I talk about spreading rumor and propaganda. Hear it all time out there. We are use this against him. Come talk your foolishness. I'm going to play this.
Boss, if I come, I just can't, I don't know where I'm going to stay.
So that's a make-up thing again, you know. You're a politician. And you get so much money, you get all kind of thing. And government you talk about me now. And government, you might say, boss, if I come, I don't know where I'm going to stay. And who am I talk to? So why you in politics? Eh? Them get traveling, them get everything. So this big money we matter about, boss, I don't have nothing to stay. Oh, over the years, nobody never complained about boss. We know what to stay. I never know the things are service. JP not get 1 cent. Them have to buy them own book, them own writing thing, them they have jail. Them have make sure people get bail, them have look for prison, and them do a lot of things for police. And them put it say you must take a cent. Them not get nothing. JP there. All on the strike too, you know. All on the strike, man. All on the strike, man. Yeah, you can't sit down and wait for them guys. And you see the one of them up at top. Yeah, I'll go with that general. Me hear some people talk about king. I talk about king, and we have to pay go with that general. How we pay them? Stop talking about king. If you say how we pay them, what you mean? But them, I feel them. I see somebody leave a comment about the king army and the king police. King what? Symbolic sitting. How we have taxpayers money I pay them? You say anybody pay them? Your money cannot pay them. And then you are talking about book back. You ever hear that in Canada and New Zealand and them thing there? Checking around them place there. Them under the same kind of things, so all them places around. Who pay them? Who pay the governor general and all these kind of people? A taxpayers money I pay them. Nobody now give money to pay them. Your money I pay to pay by your money tax. Yeah? Run with some people, man. I want to know, man. You hear this? Yeah.
It's a reality.
Reality. Listen again.
What are we talking about? If you take the entire political class of maybe less than 300 people,
hear this.
I don't think their salaries come to, even 100, maybe a billion, probably $1.5 billion at most. You put all of them together.
So why not take those 300 people, come to $1.5 billion? You might hear them talk at most. I'm more than that, but just put it like what I say, $1.5 billion. But you take 2 million people and them now earn $1.5 billion. 2 million. Them now earn it. Eh? Yeah. A few you can put together and them earn a little money. I have 300, that's 300, not 3,000 people, not 30,000. 300, they want to run up 1.5 billion. They do it with the judge them to 1.7 billion. Couldn't find money for one local government election. Yeah? All right. Here, listen again. Hear this.
So, I listen to the conversation. I want every Jamaican to understand that I listen. And we did this knowing that there would be political fallout. We did it. We know. It's not political secret. It's not naivety or, lack of care or lack of respect. We know. But we couldn't continue to do it as it has been done for decades by prime ministers before. And can you genuinely tell me that your circumstances have improved?
Yeah? Can you genuinely tell me that the circumstances improved? Man did I tell us, him just said that the quiet. And me I go back when things enough time better. We have jurors, we have everything, we have plane, we have everything. Now go back. Yeah, so. Now go back right now. So here I'm just saying a while. This is when Jamaica did better when our money well strong. And I'm gonna play something right now, make it hear. And that's why you see when you hear all him come up and talk him foolish, it's been a night, Listen here.
The one that is fit to lead is the one that walks hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder, equal with the people, loving with the people. That's why I don't want no big flashy motor car. I don't want nobody in my party go with flashy clothes. I dress simple. And I drive in a simple little car. Because we must walk with the people. The day we think we're bigger than the people, we have no business to lead. He must inspire by example. And above all, he must have integrity. Integrity. Only honesty can lead the people.
Honesty can lead the people. Honesty. You have no integrity, man. That one you don't have none. You hear me talk like I am run talk and say, we know it's a political fault, we know. But may I show you something where I talk like I just stick a bit of money on them thing there. Eh? Them are in them pocket, left, right, and center. And you can't, let me show you when you hear people say, opposition, may I show you what you can do. You remember when they cancel the thing about money? Remember them never have no money, you know, so them did say no, but hear this. Hear this.
Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, the House of Representatives has voted to postpone the local government election again on...
So you see who vote for do it? The House of Representatives, them have the majority can do it. That now go to no Senate. Them have the majority to do all of these things. Raise the money, do everything. You can't stop it. Them have 49. You have Alibaba this with us here, and you have the 48 with it. You understand? All right, play this.
Until February 24, 2024.
The government used its majority to push through legislation for the postponement, triggering a walkout by the parliamentary opposition.
You hear what them trigger? You hear what them use? The majority. Let me play it back again. And by the way, George wrong. They make him sit down in another seat and do him thing, you know. Yeah, man. He never gone nowhere. I'm about the independent. This is how them diss the people, them. Andrew, not leader. Andrew not prime minister. 21% are going bad. First, are the lowest government ever get. The lowest turnout. 21%. Yeah? And upon the behavior. Eh? Yeah, man.
The government used its majority to push through legislation for the postponement, triggering a walkout by the parliamentary opposition.
But it was not before heated exchanges. Here's Andrea Chisholm.
It is a disgrace, and we will not support it.
Opposition leader Mark Golding making his position clear about the postponement of local government elections. The last local government election was held in November 2016 and was due 4 years later. But when the COVID-19 pandemic hit, it was pushed back from November 2020 to February 2021, then to February 2022, and then February 2023. And now that February has almost ended, another postponement until 2024. The bill itself outlined reasons for further delay, the high level of uncertainty in the global economic environment, and the high cost of holding elections. Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie therefore appealed for more time.
It is recognized that our economy recovery is still very fragile. We are in a better position than we were last year. But it is clear, Madam Speaker, that we are not yet out of the woods.
For the fiscal year that we are in, the government has collected over $80 billion above its own estimates.
You see that 80 billion, the most of a ticket and them thing that the police are working give people, you know. Most of them thing that with them a charge them own brother and sister them, you know. I put in them pocket, you know. Over them own estimate. So them can't get to do this. You hear this? Yeah.
Tax revenues. So for you to come here with this reason, number 3 on the paper.
Revenues over tax and then them money there. For what them are collect. So do what of this them are do.
In the budget table last week budget, I don't know if you read it yet. The government projects to collect an additional $127 billion of tax revenues over what they collected this year. 127 billion. So you come here and say economic reason why you can't call election will cost $1.5 billion.
Shame.
So 1.5 billion in a February, them couldn't call an election and then cancel that. You hear this? Them use the majority and just crush them and just do what they want to do. You see it? Okay.
Joke business. Joke business. It's better you never put this on the paper, Desmond.
The opposition spokesman on finance, Julian Robinson, added that the government called a general election in September 2020 during the heights of the COVID-19 pandemic when the economy was not doing well, and it's the responsibility for a government to budget for elections. Another reason for delaying the local government elections to fulfill the promise of Portmore becoming Jamaica's 15th parish.
And such postponement, Madam Speaker, will help us to conclude the consultations that are presently taking place.
The proposed boundary changes have been the center of much debate at town hall meetings and the Portmore Municipal Council. Plus, some residents of Portmore still want to directly elect their mayor separate from councillors. MP for St. Catherine Southern Fitz-Jackson continues to object to aspects of the proposed change.
What the proposals are now is for the government of the day to now determine political boundaries. Madam Speaker, it is a sad day in our political history.
So yes, it's a dictatorship them do. You hear? So them want do the boundary, do things so make a win. So them have a thing for one, make we stay and run a dictatorship in Jamaica. Now go work. No care what you do, now go work. You hear?
That the government in 2023 is seeking to reverse those gains, to suppress democracy.
But for Alanda Terrelong, MP for East
Terrelong town now. What all this turn MP? Eh? What that joke, people?
Central St. Catherine, the current boundaries cannot be maintained.
Presently, how Portmore is structured, I have a division, the Portmore Pines division, which includes Lakes Pen, which is properly Spanish
So again, Taiwan one back green in right side I am there. Eh?
town, and Line 3, properly Spanish town. Madam Speaker, whilst they vote for the councillor of the Lakes Pen division, Madam Speaker, they cannot vote for a mayor of Portmore because it is recognized that they do not sit in Portmore.
After much back and forth, the bill was passed. 29 yeses and 8 noes. That led to this, a walkout. And so George Wright, former JLP MP turned independent, sat in the chair for the opposition leader and then the chair for the leader of opposition business, Andrea Chisholm.
You see, him and they mock the people them. Sat in the chair of opposition leader and then leader of the chair of opposition business. You see this? Eh? You showing this around now. Wanna see it? Them not have a chance when them a pass these things, it not go through and go through. No, when them a pass things like this and money and things, them do what them want to do. Them just tell you if them want to tell you. All you have to do is walk out. Eh? This not sticking in. Eh? And then Andrew tell you say you vote for what you get. Because you have to pay him. He never tell you that. He tell you say you suffer. He tell you say you're a poor man. Eh? All them big boys, them all right, because they make sure say, hey, because Andrew don't say it in can't block again, you know. Him say it. Then, and you have to move all of the police them from up at top, you have to send them home, because them are not police. The one them from ACP go straight up to commissioner. And some of them super and senior super, they want them to go home. And then you have to investigate every one of them. Them not enough. Them not enough. So you have, if you have 4 deputy, and you have how much ACP, the whole of them for go home. The whole of them are suspect. You can't have something to it like a Sri Lanka. No joke. Yeah? The whole of them are suspect. Yeah. Yeah, man.
TVJ News.
The whole of them are suspect. So you hear this? Why in those February or so, they never have no money. Where's the money I think what all about? No money for run that local government election. Hear that one, you know. Yeah, remember, you know, at the pandemic, make them never have no money, you know. So they never go on good. And the whole of them in the house when they do this. Opposition have to walk out. Yeah? Because them use them vote and overpower everything. This is how it works. Watch this now. Watch this.
the salaries that our parliamentarians are now going to be getting and compare them to what elsewhere in the Caribbean is paying. So the Prime Minister, Jamaica, for instance.
Yeah, so we know that these salaries, I mean, we've done our homework. So I don't know that these
you
salaries
you don't want me to share with the public.
Put parliamentarians and ministers in Jamaica higher than any other country in the Caribbean region.
You're trying to stop me from sharing.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so
I am saying to you, I'm familiar with it,
but
and I'm sharing it as well.
Are not. So let me go ahead.
So you see the reporter attack, and I'm tell him familiar with it. So them know what them a do. He might admit and attack over her. Because I'm like that style, you know. Yeah. So them know what them do. Yeah.
Very quickly. Prime Minister for Jamaica is going to be over 25 million. Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister is 13 million. Bahamas 13. Minister of Finance for Jamaica 21.7 million. Trinidad and Tobago 9 million. I'm quoting everything.
All right, so people, anything like in a million with them get for the year, right? So if a man I get 13 million, remember 15 million, it'll be like 100,000. Some I get under 100,000. The one of them that's I get under 100,000. Him get nearly 200,000. Jamaican Prime Minister, 25, more than 100 and no, over 150 that be what? 15 after that one, that are 22.5 million. It'll be 150,000. So him I get more than 150,000 US. You understand? So in the so then is that nearly next 20,000 that you know. In the teens that you know. Because the next, yeah, you understand? The man I make money. He might make money. See? He might make money. So fee money fee paying the double up what them I get. And when it go 28, it'll double it. I don't want to get 9. And Jamaica never quote it in, by the way.
Thing in Jamaican dollars. Bahamas 10.2 million. In Jamaica, Cabinet Minister will be at 20.2 million. Trinidad and Tobago 9 million. Bahamas 10.2. And an MP in Jamaica will be at 12.5. Trinidad and Tobago 3.8. Bahamas 4.3. How on earth do we justify these levels of salaries in a country that we're certainly doing far worse than Bahamas? And when you look at what is happening elsewhere in the region, there's absolutely no justification for this, surely.
Okay.
So we are far the worse than Bahamas, but look what the Bahamas never get for them pay. Under 100,000. Yeah? Look at.
So, again, first of all, Barbados, Trinidad, and Bahamas have not entered into public sector restructuring. The way in
that alone, you tell us a big garbage. Public sector restructure now because they pay them people them right. So them have to enter into this. Them know what they do. Yeah? You roll out for the people and come with a 4% and give them L.
Which they have recovered from COVID has not put them in a position that they can add this amount to their wage bill to pay their public sectors. Jamaica.
So you know, recover from COVID, not put them. But no, dead man Mackenzie does in a February just after they say them not have the money. You hear me talk about add to this amount that them can pay them public sector. And the public sector nobody talk to him about. Them talk to him about the politician them. So like the public sector like the nurse and the doctor, them people attack. You use public sector now. This name covered. Hey, Nigel, you know really so bright, I don't know what you do,
COVID has not put them in a position that they can add this amount to their wage bill to pay their public sectors. Jamaica.
Who are talking about them? We are talking about pay on yourself. The government. Yeah. Politician. See?
It's the only country in the region coming out of a pandemic that's been able to offer these levels of adjustments to its public service.
Right. Secondly, given what we're seeing in terms of our level of development and our per capita income compared to those other countries.
Because of what we are going through, the experience that we have, Dion, we are unable to attract and retain the talent that we need to run the public bureaucracy.
Yeah, when I talk foolish, that makes sense to the people. Nobody now who fear track and retain public bureaucracy. Them pay themselves. The nurse and the police them will resign and go apparent. Yeah? Them now get paid. So when I talk it not make no sense. So right away, dead man Mackenzie, come tell us, they don't have no money out of the thing. He must say, no, them have money. So them can pay themselves. But he must mix it up with public. Public sector not talk about bureaucracy. For keep and maintain them. For keep and maintain on yourself. One man have citizenship and denounce it. He my wife. Because you don't know someone a robber. A straight robbing. Yeah, man, a straight robbing, man. Yo, fire. You can't when me up on my life. Big up the people them on the live now.
A blessed Friday, you know. Manners and honors to all who locked in right now to win loan song and run things family. You see me? Action fire say up there.
Jane, oh you mean brother, you good?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Oh, you mean? I got a loan, you know what I'm saying now.
Got a loan, not child alone, eh?
Alright. Yeah, man. Me there. Me soon shout you back. That's me done, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Alright.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself.
Yeah, brother. Cool. Yeah, man. Action fire that, you know. You man look clear and merciless. You got a loan, we got in our heart. Yeah, man. Action fire. Yeah, man. Family, man. Because remember our family huge, you know. Yeah. So yeah, where man say, what dead man say, and them use them power and push out the people them. Push out the opposition and pass anything where them want to pass like that. So people for understand that's why I say them for the civics. And next one right, and you know, because when Andrew come and drop him road and talk foolishness, so them not really do civics or nothing, and them not study these things, you know. Them just want to hear something, them know. But the opposition in this, what the opposition can do. Stop distract people to man, and don't love party too much, man. And if you go to man, go understand the thing. You stand up for your rights, this so. Because when them use that and bully this, I want to stand up now, the man knows, okay, the people them not having this. And then the media houses there for suppress certain things. So them not show these things up really. Yeah? Then I go talk on it. So you have people like me see that now. That's what I mean at the wilderness. I say, oh, but can't I make Jamaica suffer? Jamaicans suffer. So you say, oh, a criminality them depend. All right, we expose, you know. Because I want to know easy. Me I expose them, man. So you hear what I want to say a while? You know what I'm saying? Them have to pay the money. Yeah.
Add this amount to their wage bill to pay their public sectors. Jamaica is the only country in the region coming out of a pandemic that's been able to offer these levels of adjustments to its public service.
And nobody now talk to him about adjustment, you know. But yes, they couldn't keep a local government election because Mackenzie come and say, see ya, but I'll play back that now. So him come and say, just tie them together, look here.
To our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, the House of Representatives has voted to postpone the local government election again until February 24, 2024.
The government used its majority to push through legislation for the postponement, triggering a walkout by the
Yeah. Trees, family quiet. Like Andrew said, hey, don't show them that, you know. Don't show them. All right, so Mackenzie come and say one thing. Them come and say one thing. Me not understand this. Him not keep local government because them not have the money. Them use them strength in a parliament and the other one them have to walk out.
Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, the House of Representatives has voted to postpone the local government election again until February 24, 2024.
The government used its majority to push through legislation for the postponement.
Una hear for yourself. So this is not going on now. And everything go through. You have upper and lower house. So when the government use the majority, yes, and push through anything, what the opposition can do to that? Nothing. You have something them just can't pass. If it closer now, them know so them can't pass because they have resistance. But no. So him get for run with it and do matter about we have a bigger mandate and we're serve you. He never promised the people them when him just say. You can't listen nothing what the lightest man separate. Nothing. Because one of them line them pocket everything. Them take off for the state.
Again until February 24, 2024.
The government used its majority to push through legislation for the postponement, triggering a walkout by the parliamentary opposition.
But it was not before heated exchanges. Here's Andrea Chisholm.
It is a disgrace, and we will not support it.
Opposition leader Mark Golding making his position clear about the postponement of local government.
So when him say it's a disgrace, him not support it, him not support it, but what him can do? Him can't talk about that, I will talk about it, and news media them that carry. It's a disgrace, of course. See? But yeah, what I say,
government elections. The last local government election was held in November 2016 and was due 4 years later. But when the COVID-19 pandemic hit, it was pushed back from November 2020 to February 2021, then to February 2022, and then February 2023.
Which government do this? Them pass something that them don't do these things. Same just sit down there no right female, but him keep a general election in a September 2020. Keep it in the height of the thing. 3,000 people perish. 3,000 over 3,500. Them not big up that. But if him that play politics and the shoes up and that thing, that say, hey, a bad management make them people are gone. And this I want to do. And you see the media jump on that same way. I say, no, this I eat that thing. You know, you're not like this, don't? All right, go and play this.
And now that February has almost ended, another postponement until 2024. The bill itself outlined reasons for further delay, the high level of uncertainty in the global economic environment, and the high cost of holding elections.
So the high cost of holding election and the high level of turnout in the environment. So them find everything, them have no money, them have this. But yes, still, this is February, them attack. See that?
Local Government Minister Desmond McKenzie therefore appealed for more time.
It is recognized that our economy recovery is still very fragile. We are in a better position than we were last year. But it is clear, Madam Speaker, that we are not yet out of the woods.
For the fiscal year that we are in, the government has collected over $80 billion above its own estimates. Tax revenues. So for you to come here with this reason, number 3 on the paper, when the budget table last week budget, I don't know if you read it yet, the government projects to collect an additional $127 billion of tax revenues over what they collected this year. 127 billion. So you come here and say, economic reason why you can't call election will cost $1.5 billion?
Shame.
Joke business. Joke business. It's better you never put this on the paper, Desmond.
The opposition spokesman on finance, Julian Robinson, added that the government called a general election in September 2020 during the heights of the COVID-19 pandemic when the economy was not doing well. And it's the responsibility for a government to budget for elections. Another reason for delaying the local government elections to fulfill the promise of Portmore becoming Jamaica's 15th parish.
And such postponement, Madam Speaker, will help us to conclude the consultations that are presently taking place.
The proposed boundary changes have been the center of much debate.
So them want to run them all that change thing in them favor, do all kind of things. It not help you. Jamaican a fool. Me say shit mouth Warmington. Me say a little thing what me didn't want to play, you know. Me not play it. Me no want to see no toilet face now there. Right now. Although I'm going to see many toilet faces. Yeah, but you have some pit latrine face. Me no really want to see it now. I talk about it feel the pain and the people them a St. Thomas when they drive and they have to take so long. Them have run junction and then go mash up run junction down with $2 billion. I mean I hear the people talk about these things. Nobody holding these people accountable because the whole of them in a pocket, the media houses in a pocket. So where Kanjo know what try to do is attack people online. When you attack people online, you know somebody come at your order. You know no sense. You know have no sense. You chat to the renegade them. You chat to the renegade. You know so worries. We have to expose everything. I remember when I do tabloid. We not do no tabloid. See? We not do no tabloid. So they never have no money to keep the local government election in February. And now May. So March, April, May. Now the finance minister when the money until they say them have the amount of money so them could have pay and not talk about public sector, no, pay on yourself. And then the prime minister, them bug life come and say, because all long over 20 years and people not get them right kind of pay. Them want you to run with this and you not have no food to feed yourself. Eh? You understand? This bad. So the one of them are be rank signal and be rank chatting, you know, them double cross themselves and be foolish this year. One I said something yes, or one said something yes, and none of them don't make no sense. One of them full of shit. Yeah? And then the prime minister run out now. The prime minister, yeah.
These are, I shouldn't even be talking about this because this is internal, simple housekeeping things.
Okay.
But these are the realities that go into ensuring that you have effective representation. And every government is afraid to touch it because if you touch it, people say you don't deserve it.
Wow.
Why we should pay you?
So which government did want them kind of money? And I say every government afraid because them feel if them touch it, people are say will not deserve it. So when do him draw your head, this is how him play film politics, I will tell the state now work. When do in as an opposition him attack, yeah, your job that. And him come out and say people forget. You forget. A matter of fact, I put up back the video with him too. You know, a matter of fact, him come out and say, you know, remember him come out and I show you say, you for cut your salary. And that him do. So before me don't play that, me just remind the people them. I show the people them say, you this. You this. And you stand up to make the people them see it there. Parliament, minimum wage. Yeah. Pay parliament minimum wage. Lead by example. Remember this? Just 2014 years so. And when him do this now, it catch the phone eye and say, yeah, him genuine, you know. No, can artist this. Pay parliament minimum wage if you lead by example. This is why him the 2014. You have to bring this in the mix too. And this is him now I tell you say a cheap government, that's why them now do not work. Yesterday him tell you say him do the most thing and spend the most thing. But him come admit, make me play
more in the country not running well.
You tell listen. Why the country not running well?
Talking about this because this is internal, simple housekeeping things.
Okay.
But these are the realities.
Reality. Okay. Okay.
That go into ensuring that you have effective representation. And every government is afraid to touch it because if you touch it, people say you don't deserve it.
But other government never say them want to touch this or them. Every government afraid. So what him do? Him try to detract, you know. So I'm trying to push you. Every government, so you know, you have the one them where they hearted now run out. Yes, man, because them afraid, but him forget raise up here. Like if I look and see one day where him name something out channel or something, and you can see one about him a commentator or something. He's a piece of shit. Use a piece of shit. When him Brian something, I don't know. Him is a big load of shit. Him are one of them too, you know. And one of the minions them too, you know. Yeah, man, because we know the minions. And the guy called it that. We know them, man. Minions. You know nothing about the poor people in Jamaica. Yeah? You're minion. You're a piece of shit. But commentator, some little thing about this and the analyst. Analyst your backside where you can't analyze. We dissect things around here. He's a piece of shit too. Wanna help mash up the country. I turn it in Sri Lanka. I want to ever think that much. I think about somebody about Clark wife come from Sri Lanka. Oh, so I'm gonna try to get it, make you comfortable or something. All right. Okay.
Why we should pay you more and the country not running well? The country not running well. But because of that very reason, you have chosen to have an underpaid political class. How must they deliver?
How must they deliver? You're chosen to have an underpaid political class. How must them deliver? The country not running well because of the same reason when they not pay them well. That never, hey, this alone shocking, you know. This alone shocking. Maybe repeat this. And this isn't about people as if I'm helping this and that, you know. Look what them have, look what them have up there already. Him wife talk about the place 800 million and all this money you want to know how them come to all these kind of things. You understand? But the man them want more. Yeah.
Why we should pay you more and the country not running well? The country not running well. But because of that very reason, you have chosen to have an underpaid political class. How much they deliver? It's what you choose.
It's what
when
you
go
choose.
to the bar and you start to talk. Start to talk about how we're going to get our politicians to be more effective by giving them more resources to be effective for which you...
So him all blame you for giving more resources while him spend the money, the public purse. This a metal say them full of shit. Oh, hey, I want to buck up them kick them thing here. Him say when you go to the bar and start to talk, you by giving them more resources, but you not have nothing, you not have no saying. Police come mash up and charge for mass. You know see the wickedness where the guy do no. It don't mean Jamaica no good. And I come telling about YouTube and what you want to do and all kind of thing. That's a dictator. I'm a turn on there now. And I eat that. Eh? Enough people don't stay like me, you know. Because me chat straight to them. I'm a big friend, you know. See? I'm a big friend. And the worst thing this. The lightest thing and the worst thing. The lightest thing per earth and the worst. Yeah? Eh? I always talk about bar because you can't bout them and the other one say a rum and drink up and jump up. Because I saw them deal with people. You hear what I'm saying, sir? So when you go to a bar, I'm going to play it back straight out. So the country now run.
Talking about this because this is internal, simple housekeeping thing.
Yes.
But these are the realities.
Reality.
That go into ensuring that you have effective representation.
Oh.
And every government is afraid to touch it because if you touch it, people say you don't deserve it. Why we should pay you more and the country not running well? The country not running well. But because of that very reason,
yeah.
You have chosen to have an underpaid political class. How much they deliver?
So the country not running well. And you say people are spreading rumor and propaganda, brethren, and you say the country not running well. I'm back because the very reason them choose to have underpaid political wamba. Eh? You say the country not run well, but not that what I tell them every day. So not talk about negativeness. You know, say you contradict yourself. You just come admit that the country not running well. Look on the hospital, look on the people them road. Look on them salary, them not have nothing to eat. You lock up the youth, them have pay Zozo and state of emergency use. You say you can deal with crime. Instead of creating jobs and them things that you please, the big boys, them can't look again. Everybody want to come out. You understand? But me say if you have a serious government, all of the big boys, them from commission and go to ACP. The one of them are suspect. Can't trust them. Because them a political puppet. Yeah? You have to get rid of the whole of them and get rid of the boat too. But put in Google Gaga. You have to get rid of that too. And matter of fact, if you have real investigator, investigate them and the whole of them big boy have drop some real policeman, train them up. But them have to get rid of and then you have to separate police from government. It have to. You can't have a country like this. It can't run no more. Can't work no more. Something have to be give. Something have to give. Yeah, man. Something have to change. See? But the man tell you why it now run well because they don't have PM. He never telling you that before. Yeah, him say him can do it. Eh? And then he might get him them raise it in them head to the highest thing and the one of them buy house and much thing and much building them a build. Them have some money there, but them have turn in a black sand and steel, you know. Yeah, that them are doing, you know. Yeah. Them are turn it in a brick and in a black and mortar, you know. Yeah, and steel. Just look what them are going with. Eh? Steel. Oh, them have two steel, right? Okay. Steal and steal. Okay. Okay. We can finish here where I say, so this is how we no choose. Him tell us the country not running. Where I say no, where I say a little later, and say people are come with negative vibe. He might tell you right now run now. Yeah.
It's what you choose. So when you go to the bar and you start to talk.
Okay.
Start to talk about how we're going to get our politicians to be more effective by giving them more resources to be effective, for which you can hold them to account.
For which, so that be a dark message does chat. Because of them how you vote them in, them have your purse. And them give themselves this. Them look on the police and send them out there. And you have some police up at top. I cut the thing for poor people, poor driver. And them send, oh no, stop ticket the people them when a boycott them from there. Boycott them. You understand? Stop ticket the people and stop carrying that money and still have to get to pay. Them for move. Stop the people them and write ticket. You're not going with no ticket. If I soup in them car key want to go give people ticket, tell him to go on. You don't give them a ticket. Yeah? Stop give them ticket. And him too. When anything change over, him to get fired and them to investigate him too. Send him home. And say if him a part of the hey, let me tell you this. We see country drop them sick kind of way before, you know. We see it in a World War II, you know. Yeah? Him not have no heart for people, you know. None whatsoever. I'm going to chat. See him talk the truth out of their mouth, yeah? And more money them want. Pan top of what them have. Eh? And style for you more. Remember, you know, them have the special license where they see them one scrap them around. The special license for carrying vehicle. Who you think run that? Who for wife you think control it? You go to them in the month, them charge around 50,000 for one of them things. They might tell you, say, boom, bam, bam, bam. How much can you carry? The dealer them can carry it for the special license. More age and thing. Who for wife you think control it? They might make money. They might make money. Some things with them control. When I did, I line out some of the things them with them control. You can't go check it out. You can't go check them out. Them might make money, them just greedy. Yeah? Them just greedy and wicked. And him, this, remember tell you this. This guy, when them are going back to make the speech, if you look on his speech and I say, you know we have a big mandate now and the winners is Jamaica. And you know, arrogance. All this sound. When you go to bar, when you talk about, when you give the politician them more money, like I una give them money. He might tell you something wrong, he them not take blame. He might chat donkey shit. When not take blame and him push it on the people them in Jamaica now. I wanna vote for one want. And when you go to the bar, talk, wanna pay with more money, and then you can hold it to account. We might talk, that make no sense. And them have the purse, police, that nurses, teacher them can't get the salary. Oh, you have a pass teacher. Let me tell you this. There is nothing where you see right now without a teacher, you know. So even the police, even the doctor and them think that teacher get teach, you know. And but them put the teacher last, put them around there. So say, oh, the nurse more important now than somebody teaching nurse them. So you have teacher in a different bracket and thing. Teach them through school lesson, and then you go nursing school, they still have teacher and everything. So teacher teach them. And look how them and go teacher. Then put them back. Garbage man, save life. Because no doctor couldn't save the amount of germs if you don't have the garbage. Remember when it pile up, I'll be a thing called leptospirosis running now. If you just continue to pile up, so I'll be a germs kill off people. And though it still pile up, you want to go for garbage truck and cut pay ribbon and pose up. Them not doing the work for the money. And then them find all kind of fault. Eh? Yeah.
It is not going to happen by chance that they're going to be held account. I have to hold them to account. So when I call up the parliamentarians and I say, why?
That you use that against him too. It's not a chance. I have to hold them to account. So that means the whole of them Warmington and the whole of them Shipmouth Warmington and the whole of them what them are going with him now want nobody to account. Him just admit it again. You see, you have to dissect what I'm saying. So him say, him have to hold them to account. Him hold one say, surely right and drink him go to prison. No. So him a run this like him a run it like it's a gang him a run. Mapster thing. And then him pick out some police to run with him. And I do the foolishness and I mash up a country. Mash it up. And you must question him. When you question him, attack you. He might attack donkey shit, you know. I say, when you go a bar, you say, we are pay them more that them can do that, and then you hold them to account. He never tell you that. He just tell you, say, hey, remember me talk, you know, even shipmouth Warmington that come out and say, oh, them demonstrating 2 years before I don't answer to demonstration. And people make nice, people never get real. Them people are not real. A pocket line of them. If you have real government coming now and something, enough for them, most of them to go to prison. If you have people that do all the thing and say, no, Jamaica, we'll put Jamaica first. Jamaica, not no individual. And lining of pocket it for stop. It a earth on a pitney. It a earth on a pitney, grand pitney, and great grand for come and all kind of things. I want to know. Eh? Want to make the country slip down in a 80 division like this. And straight at I get the direction it gone, you know. That's it there. Eh? Them it have to stop. You know why, you know, hey, a man like this could have come talk to you and you listen to him. Then I could have keep something and you listen to them and say, yes, I'm beloved party, I'm mad. You get up this man and you watch too much people around here. If you're belly full, boy, you're a delegate. Even if you're belly full. Because them a delegate, them a give a little thing. And you see your neighbor hungry and thing or you feel shame in yourself. You don't feel shame, you no sense, no delegate all 50 years. Wanna reach, wanna get. Oh, me get a little one, oh, me get a room, you know. You know, see, you have no ambition. You make some of the barbers come and just grab up and do all kind of things and then get a little one room and then you around up people for go vote and me a delegate because I'm active, me an activist with party. Be an activist for poor people, an activist in Jamaica. Be an activist for truth and rights. You can't be an activist for party. In that name, divided and rule. You be activist for truth and rights. Government come in and them now do something, hold them accountable. Not you say, okay, me vote for this. You know, say, if you not change it, you rather suffer, starve to death. I say other people, you're belly full, but other people starve to death because your lower party is a piece of shit too. But they never tell you. Me, I tell you. Yeah? Them thing are wrong. It's wrong, man. This wrong. Hey, people, me just come and burn some fire. Today, the 19th, right? Today, remember, just remind us something now, Kanjo. Today, mark 38 years. My crash. Like 6 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, I lose my father by around after 10, I go do 11. Because my father, they did it and them things. So, you know, around 17 I win a van. Public van, you know. Wheel blow out, you know. Nearly lost my life. Like today, me a wicked crash where everything mash up and everything come front of me. 38 years ago. See? So do that now, you know, you have to think different and focus different and everything there. See? Soon go in some little deep meditation, you know. So that go on, yeah, boom, bam, bam, you know. If you stand up here for the ancestors, you know. Yeah, man. Them time, me I go Black River. You watch the time, yeah. I head to Black River. It's about a Sunday, 19th of May. Yeah. And then, you know, say, a crash, right? Today the 19th. 18th, today on the 19th, right? Look on it. 19th of May. 38 days. So, soon have a crash, you know, man. Soon a big crash 38 years ago. I'll take the old man life, you know? Yeah. I nearly take mine too, but me there. See? Yeah, man. So I become the win. We know the foolishness with them. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You have to hold it, man. Yeah, man. See? You have to hold it, man. See? Yeah, man. So I become the win. I became the win. So I don't care what them do, you know, you fight for people. I never have to day and night. Like I did this, so I don't know. 38 years, that, you know. I the right side of him and where I me fling him out and all kind of things. So I'm going to that, you know, that go already. So just keep it with one, you know. Yeah, man, we say, man. You walk out of them thing there, you know, say, okay. So we look for life on a different level, man. You understand? Look for life on a different level. Going on my meditation and talk about this. So we have to hold him to account. Him, no one nobody hold him to account. Him I tell you for go a bar and hold him to account and pay him good. Them a take the money, them take money from mass, them do everything, and they have people that follow these pieces of shit and garbage. Talking the garbage. Eh? And then them program, some guy was claiming to them a police, them is not police, them a run down the country. And program some judge, and program some lawyer, and program some radio station. You know, see, it's a dictator country them a farm. You think Uncle Sam no see it? Canada and UK. You know, see a dictator thing. You know, see people are run way. Eh? And them tell be a lie. Them say one thing why them never keep something. And them say next thing now, the amount of money them have. So them a pay themselves. Eh? Them forget where man, them too lie, man. Zane? Them a forget where man. I have a play something for him too, you know. I run this, you know, I just cool out, mate. Cool out here, they alone some. I quick the break and cool out, mate. Hold on there. But I play something for him, man. Hold on, man.
Run Things Fest Promotion proudly presents a 2-day event, and on day 1 it's a mad event called Chaos Dancehall Soca Madness on Saturday the 24th of June 2023 at 72 Dynamic Drive, Scarborough, Canada. Music by the best of the best, Soca Suite DOC, Canada's Diploma, The Enforcers, Flair, Lucas Supreme, and Magnum Force. Tickets for this event is $40 in advance. Tickets available at ticketgateway.com. For more info, call 647-819-3272 or 647-773-8399. Remember, it's gonna be chaos on day 1 on the 24th of June. To miss this to this, Chris Goldfinger says so.
And remember, you have to be 19 or older to drink. And if you drink, drink responsibly. Be there.
Promotion in association with Wayne Lonesome and Angie Charity Foundation presents Run Things Fest Day 2 on June the 25th, 2023. Featuring live performance by Jamaican international stars Louis Culture, Luke D, Jigsy King. Admission for this event is $60. VIP $100. Music by Lionheart, Moose Dunn, King Vower, and Freddy Krueger. Hosted by Groovy K. Run Things Fest takes place at 72 Dynamic Drive, Scarborough. Doors open from 12 p.m. Showtime 4 p.m. sharp. This is a Run Things promotion. Art proceeds of this event is to Wayne and Angie's Foundation. So don't miss it. Support it. Chris Goldfinger endorse it.
Up, man. Up. Yeah, man. I have to play this, man. I'm dangerous, man. Me have to play that tune after the man, because the man is dangerous, man. You dangerous, man, in this, man. You talk about, man. Them there. Play this. I see action too. I have to play that tune, man. I have this. Man, play that one, yeah. Play this. And Holness, this dedicate to you, yeah?
No politician liar than thief. And Holness are the liest man. And Holness are the liest man. From in the days of falling, nobody cannot take that from him. Fishing him wise, but I cannot disguise.
True, take it.
Be careful of his minion. Grab and go gaga. I get type of blood from Big Mama.
True.
Jamaican woman and man. Oh, you fit just this man. Both him of crime plan. People are dead by the clothes and we certain liar that lie. Be a face and dry eye. Be careful of the liars, man. From the days of falling, nobody cannot take us from him. He's a good devil. Let's get your ass up on the level. Why Jamaican people are feeling it on? Warning them man in the wilderness. Warning. What do you mean? And the renegade is gonna free. How are you doing? Jamaican woman and man. Who no fish stop taken?
Youth. What you say? Hey, you say pull it up in the, hey, my American, I see him. We're done with him, you know. We're done with him, man. But for bust it again, you know. Them say, hold him with the truth, man. Hold him with the truth. Slap it. Scarce time. You're tune this conjure.
Can't you only say the yes man? Can't you only say the yes man? From the days of falling, nobody cannot take that from him. He say he wise, but I can't disguise. Be careful of his median, from Kuku Gaga, and get type of life from Big Mama. Jamaican woman and man, oh you feel justice man, both them of crime plan, people are dead by the thousand, we send them liar than lie, be a face and dry eye. Be careful of the liars, man. From the days of falling, nobody cannot take us from him. Let's get to us up at the level. Why Jamaican people feel it on? Warning them man in the wilderness. Warning. What do you mean? I already get this when I'm free. How do it? Jamaican woman and man. Who no fit stop taking? Boy, you feel justice, man. But we care more crime plan. We said him liar than lie. Be a face and fire. Be careful of his million. From Kuku Gaga, I can type of life for million. Big Mama. Is there any here? What's enough? Only with the truth.
Hey, all right. Now I'm going to have a video for the tune. Anytime we knock him, we're going to knock him with the video. I'll give him a video for the tune. Now we're going to push up for him, say, man. Because we have them here, so we're just run it. Just give me a little time, man. Maybe just go edit a video fast. Because I know we have the footage already, and now editing, me do them fast, you know. Yeah, but you may do a million things, so, you know. Yeah, man. We're going to knock him. Soon go edit up something for him, man. Soon go edit up something nice for him. When him see that, him know, say, yeah. He will not play with him. You see me, what you say, man? Action, you know. Hear this.
Don't take the cannon trick from no politician.
Listen lyrics.
Action. Defend from lip service. From politician, no take no promise. Action. Defend from lip service. From politician, no take no promise. Oh, Jamaica run me say it rough. People can't get no job cast and live in sky up. Government carry the Chinese and give them the work them. Catch the work carry fake stuff. Carry Mali and mash the youth up and send it in a school and turn the youth them in a cuff. It's a clown government no go fit for circus. And I think don't worry they turn on and hurt us. Minister performer and straight up zeros. Can't criminal suppose a zeros. Hospital run down garbage. Pile up arrogance, disrespect, everything China. Oh shit, what want me can I try style up. Red they are wait for grabbers them time up right now. Get a youth them, another boil up. But no pirate ship the youth them not sign up. Option, different from lip service. From politician not take no promise. Option, different from lip service. From politician you not take no promise. Serving government we know who no can. Face ministers drop million, then drop thousands of acres of state land. They give the Chinese 50 years concession, then got more people squat off. For them bird land, them a PSOJ, them a bench and bottom marks, them but the court. You don't hear a damn possible. Trump must nearly 4 billion. The biggest Trump must in the history on the island. Prime Minister, Commissioner, quiet like a loud federal. We know the real criminal. Every day them cut down a every man got them same one. And them get 21% to the foot of the population. That no mandate. Yes, still like hooligan. And we yet at them send police, you bully man action. Different from lip service. Politician no take no promise action. Different from lip service. From politician no take no promise. Oh, Jamaica run is a kid rough. People can't get no job cast and live in sky up. Government carry the Chinese and give them the work them. Catch a labor for carrying PFX stuff. Carrying Mali and mash the youth up and send it in a school and turn the youth them in a crowd. It's a clown government don't go fit for circus. And I think don't worry they turn round and hurt us. Minister for farmers and straight up zeros. Gangs criminals and poor zeros. Hospital run down garbage. Pile up arrogance, disrespect everything. Child up, oh shit, what want me and I try style up. Red they are wait for grabbers them time up right now. Get a youth them, blood a boil up. Ban up pirates, ship the youth them now sign up. Option, different from lip service. From politician not take no promise.
Option.
Different from lip service.
Who do you to, hey? Mr. When I beat them, I kind of win. I'm going to ramp with them, you know. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, Big Mama foot them you can use Big Mama foot them beat Jamaica. Big Mama really needs some engine oil. Yeah, and then lotion and Vaseline can't help Big Mama around here. You understand? And some more peace them, you know. Suffer the people them, you know, and with propagandas and rumors and lies. Yeah, and people say, oh, me die-hearted. No, you die-hearted, but you're die-hearted. Me know everybody them more sweet to them country. For them country. You know, that's why you don't, yeah, people are saying, yeah, anything against my country, in a business. I could have prime minister, I could have this and them thing there. You stand for your country. You know, stand for party. And you think you want people of a country. For party. Think of people in the country for party. And then part them up in a two. Yeah, party, you know. Loves part of things. Party. Yeah, man. Saying? You have to know, man. Garbage pile up, man. Everything what I say now true. Me tell them say we not do tabloid, you know. So that true, me have to play back lip service, you know. Because me not do thing there, you know. Play that tune there again, lonesome. I want one more lonesome again, man. Because I give them what I show them out. When we do some boom boom, I give them something what attack things that happen. You know, this a private government will fix, a clone government fit for circus. Yeah, man, and pirate them, man. And arrogant, everything pile up, that's all. Yeah? Not true. Play back that tune there. Hear this.
Don't take the cannon trick from no politician.
Oh, this. Lonesome.
Hear this. And lonesome. Action. Different from lip service. From politician, no take no promise. Action. Different from lip service. From politician, no take no promise. Oh, Jamaica run is a kid rough. People can't get no job cast and live in sky up. Government carry the Chinese and give them the work them. Catch them and carry PFX stuff. Carry Mali and mash the youth up and send it in a school and turn the youth them in a cuff. It's a clown government, don't go fit for circus. And I think don't worry, they turn round and hurt us. Minister for farmers that straight up zeros. Gangs criminals and poor zeros. Hospital run down garbage, pile up arrogance, disrespect everything. China, oh shit, what want me and I try style up. Red they are wait for grabbers, them time up right now. Get a youth them, blood a boil up. Ban up pirates, ship the youth them now sign up. Option. Different from lip service. From politician, not take no promise. Option. Different from lip service. From politician, you not take no promise. Serving government, me know who no come. Face ministers from billion, then from thousands of acres. Upstate land, they give the Chinese 50 years concession. Then got what people squat off. When them bird land, them a PSOJ, them a Benjamin Bata marks about the court. You don't hear a damn possible. Trump must kill it 4 billion. The biggest Trump bus in the history on the island. Prime Minister, Commissioner, quiet like a lamb. Federal, we know the real criminal. Every day them cut down and envy mag and them same one. And them get 21% to the foot of the population. That's a no mandate. Yes, still like hooligan. And we yet at them send police, you bully man action. Different from lip service. From politician, no take no promise. Action. Different from lip service. From politician, no take no promise. Oh, Jamaica run is a kid rough. People can't get no job cast and live in sky up. Government carry the Chinese and give I mash the youth up and send it in a school. I turn the youth them in a cuff. It's a clown government to go fit for circus. And I think don't worry, they turn round and hurt us. Minister performance are straight sub-zeros. Gangs, criminals, and pose as zeros. Hospital, run down garbage, pile up. Arrogance, disrespect, everything china up. Who shit would want me and I try style up. Red day, I wait for grabbers, them time up. Right to get a youth, them blood a boil up. And no pirate, shit, you them now sign up.
Action.
Different from lip service. From politician, not take no promise. Action. Different from lip service.
We not tell them long time, we not tell them long time, so I pirate them, man. You the man, them I tell you can't believe a prime minister say, "Una vote for one get, una vote for cheap government. This is what you get, and the country now run good, cause you not paying." I tell you, him now come out, him I tell you, say him can't back again. Somebody I tell you how them grew up and about one room and me tell you say I be a lion can. We do it. We have to beat them in a more and more tune. Soon go edit the video for him, man. Soon go do it, man. But there, you know, go get on the work, you know, go and do some things, yeah? Later, I'm up. Bless up, go on.